News starts right now with breaking news.
Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Abby Tedros. We do want to begin with that breaking news. Attorneys and the family of Andrew Brown Jr. shared the details of an independent autopsy within the last hour, and they say the report confirms what they've been telling the public. Brown was shot 5 times, a fatal shot to the back of the head. Our Liliana Pearson has been following the story for us, and she has the latest in the investigation. Liliana, some of the details of this autopsy are hard to hear.
Hi, Abby, that's certainly right. And like you just said, this is an autopsy that was conducted independently. The family says found in that is that Andrew Brown had his hands on the steering wheel when deputies shot him. The independent autopsy says he was shot 4 times in the arm. Those shots they describe as glancing shots or non-fatal. They say after being shot 4 times, Brown tried to drive away when he was fatally shot in the back of the head. We're told the bullet didn't exit his body and he died within minutes. This is how the family's attorney described the deadly shooting.
The law enforcement in this country cannot be judge, jury, and executioner. Andrew did not get his due process. He was innocent. I don't care what the warrant, what the search warrant, he was innocent. He maintained the presumptions of innocence. So far as I'm concerned, that innocent man was killed by law enforcement. Overkill, unjustified shooting. Shot this man while he had his hands on the steering wheel. He wasn't fleeing. He wasn't fleeing. Let's get that word going. He wasn't fleeing. He was trying to run because he was scared of his life.
And you could probably hear some shouting in the background there. Obviously, very emotional in Elizabeth City right now. The city is currently under a state of emergency as they're awaiting the release of body cam video. A judge is set to review a petition for the release of that video tomorrow. The family saw only 20 seconds of what's supposed to be a 30-second video. They're saying seeing just that 20 seconds was not enough. And right now, this is a story that we are following very closely. As soon as we get any new details, this is information we'll bring right to you. I'm Liliana Pearson, WBTV, on your side.
Liliana, thank you for that update. Now, yesterday, the family of Andrew Brown Jr. and their attorneys were shown 20 seconds of that body camera video from Brown's deadly encounter with deputies. They criticized what they called a lack of transparency. Demonstrations happened last night as well. This is outside of the home of the Pasquotank County Attorney R. Michael Cox, as protesters demanded the release of that video to the public. The Pasquotank County Sheriff says he wants to release the body camera video to the public, but says that it's out of his hands. Here's Sheriff Tommy Wooten.
This tragic incident was quick and over in less than 30 seconds, and body cameras are shaky and sometimes hard to decipher. They only tell part of the story. Outside investigators,
it's not appropriate for us to make any decision about what happened in this tragic incident until we get all the facts. Not just the video perspective, but the other evidence.
Sheriff Wooten says the SBI and 4 other sheriff's offices are interviewing witnesses and gathering more information in this case. Wooten says that multiple deputies fired shots. 7 deputies are on leave pending the outcome of this investigation. Body camera video is not public record in North Carolina. Ultimately, it's up to a Superior Court judge to decide whether to release law enforcement body camera video. The sheriff says the county attorney filed a motion asking for it to be released. WBTV is also part of a media coalition that filed a petition to release the recordings. There will be a hearing on whether to release it, and that's going to happen tomorrow at 10 a.m. We, of course, will be watching that closely.